Hey guys, here we are in the Formula 4 cars for a 20-minute race at Watkins Glen. Now I actually just bought this car, so I thought it would be cool to try it out for the first race of the week. So we're at Watkins Glen for this 20-minute race, and this is how my first race ever in this car went. So as you can see, the race ended before the first lap even finished. So definitely not the best start with this car, but if there are any positives, let's look at that replay one more time. But I managed to qualify 5th place with the 46.8. Pretty close field here, and then the pole sitter got a 46.1, so definitely have some time to find up there. But I was kind of like the fastest of the rest of the field. It looks like these guys are like a half a second faster. But I was happy to start up front with a good qualifying lap. And as we skip ahead just to see what happened, got a pretty good turn one. It seemed I was a bit cautious on entry. That allowed some guy to follow me right through. And then I went defensive here just to block off his run. I'm a bit too far back from these guys. This guy had a really big slipstream on me. I didn't really care to fight him too early since it's a 20-minute race. I decided to just give him the inside here. He actually didn't seem to get them much of an advantage. We were side by side, and once I saw this car sideways, it was like he's straight here, he's sideways here, and if I decide to brake, I'm literally boxed in every side. Car on my right, car right behind, and if we look at my inputs, I do get on the brakes right here, and I have nowhere to go. And of course, if we go back in the field, everyone else totally fine through the bus stop. The only people that wrecked was this 4 car right in front of me. And I just don't get how these guys are like, they qualify so well and then they don't know how to handle cold tires and wreck lap 1. And then somehow, of course, this 4 car came, was totally fine, and ended up finishing 11th in the end. So the guy that spun basically recovered. I mean, he didn't recover to 4th place, but me, I had to tow from all this damage and just wings falling off and then getting T-boned here. So, I mean, I just had no control of the car. So sorry about that rejoin there, back into the field. But let's see if we can just watch a few more onboards of the guys that got collected. So first of all, one of the other guys that got collected was this purple car behind me, I believe. And he ended up finishing 8th. So yet another car that got collected in that wreck somehow was totally fine and just continued on. I mean, did he not have a front wing? Nope. Had a front wing, had everything. So, yep, that's totally fair and logical to get collected. And yeah, that looks like a car. That is totally fine. Ignore the fact that he's inside another car, but yeah, totally fine. Let's check out a few more cars. There was another one, I think it was this like yellow one back here that got collected. There, yeah, it's really unfortunate here. He was so far back, had nothing to do with this. And based on the logic of the series, I'm assuming this guy continued as well. Yeah, he finished 18th. I mean, I continued and got 16th in the end too, but yeah, he had to tow clearly, which is fair. I think this deserves a tow, flying into the wall, knocking your nose and your rear wing off. But there is a faster pair for this series. It's a D-class series, so that's why. And I think there was one more car that might have been collected like on the inside here, there. And this guy, Now, and he finished 20th. So this guy that just came through clipped his front wing right there and got some air. I mean, anyways, it's just I understand this is a D-class series, so you have to expect some chaos. But I feel if there's gonna be chaos, it should be from the guys lower down in iRating, not the number 4 car. Who this guy probably has like a high 3,000 or low 4,000 I rating, and I just shouldn't. I recognize that the mistake was kind of from this curb here. I mean, that bounced the car, unselled it, and he was still trying to recover, and the rears got loose. I mean, it's not an egregious wreck, it's a simple mistake to make, but it's just. And it's the first race of the week, so I guess there's also that. Maybe he hadn't experienced how the car is going to go over those curbs. It's just an annoying way to have my first ever race at this car again. So, yeah, I, I don't really know if there is anything I could do, but and I feel not only did I mean, I was in like a good position, but the one guy that also got collected, he managed to get this great overtake on this car behind here, putting himself in a great position just to get wrecked. Compared to the guy he was overtaking, which what happened to him? He just escaped easily. Uh, yeah, nice escape. So apparently, if you get passed on lap 1, you can avoid wrecks. But yeah, either way, I mean, it was a nice escape for him. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my painful first ever race with this car, and yeah, thanks for watching.